Now we're recording.
Now we're both recording.
Okay, well, in this special How the Arts Were Won special edition of How the Arts Were Won, that's grammatically correct.
Yes.
Well, I wanted to go over some key points on Bouchercon 2023, which is a mystery crime thriller, I would say, conference for fans and for authors alike. And I went. It was our first year. You were going to go.
I was going to go, and sadness befell me.
Sadness befell you.
Yes. It was literally like 3 days before. It was horrible. So, yeah, I'm really bummed, but hopefully next time. But it'll never be in San Diego again. It's going to be in...
It is Nashville next year. Yes. But Nashville's pretty much the same distance from you to San Diego.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty much the same. It will never be in San Diego again unless they loop back around, like, the Open Championship plays St. Andrews every 6 years.
Sure.
But they're not going to do that. So
no, they need to have it in Austin. That's what they should do.
There should be a big author conference in Austin, which I don't think there is, right?
There is actually. They do it every other year, and that's kind of lame because I was going to go this year, and then it's like, oh no, we do the online version this year, and next year we'll do the in-person version. But yeah, a lot of like the New York crowd comes over here, like the agents and stuff, so, and editors too.
It's called what again?
It's called the Agents and Editors Conference, pretty sure. Yeah.
Oh, and I didn't know that was in Austin. Perhaps I'll go next year, even though I'm neither of those things.
No, but then all these writers go there, and they actually have writing contests ahead of time. And so like 1 year back, like a long time ago, I think I won for the romance category.
You won for the romance category? Huh?
Yes, I know. And you're like, what?
I believe it.
Yeah. And so
I don't believe it.
One and done.
Actually, dear audience, I don't believe it. It was a romance. What was the, just give us
it was a Texas-based romance. I just had the inspiration to do it, and I just did it. And so they judge it as based on like the first like 20 pages or something like that. So
was there nudity?
No, there wasn't.
Well, pass.
I was actually shocked.
Did you write it under a nom de plume, or was it your regular old name? No,
it was my regular old name.
If you do write romance, can I make a suggestion for a nom de plume?
Sure, what?
Jane Austen, but with an I.
Oh, with an I.
Yeah.
That's very cute.
Do you see the reference now?
I see the reference.
Good.
I'm seeing it.
Okay, well, you don't have anything to fret about for Bouchercon. It was not really that fun. You would not have had a good time. So
yeah, right. You're just trying to make me feel better.
Obviously, because this whole episode is how great Bouchercon was.
Yeah, we're not here to bash Bouchercon.
No, I would never.
Do give me the down low.
I will give you the down low. I have a bullet point list. Well, it's true.
Wow.
As you can see here, no one can see it but you. A bullet point list of why I think it was a very good conference. Probably the best conference I've been to in years, really, if not ever. However, a lot of that kind of a cheat code. I was around people that I happen to like and really good authors. That
helps a lot.
Yeah, because you get the good sort of core group that you can turn to. But everyone I met was very humble and very gracious and very outgoing, which I was surprised at. I figured most writers, especially in this genre, might be a little more reserved and more introverted, but that was not the case for the most part. And I met a lot of very good new people. So there's that. I did think it was very well organized. Connie, who ran it this year, looked like a very tired but very, very, very efficient young lady.
Assiduous person.
She was very assiduous. Yeah.
Yeah. Diligent.
I understand. Assiduous.
I'm not giving you synonyms. I'm just.
You should be writing romance, Jane Austen, with an I.
Side note, actually, because you said that you thought that maybe all these writers would be more introverted. I will say that romance and such is where the introversion lies, actually.
Is it because they're ashamed of the things
Yes.
they've written?
Well, yeah, considering I never told you that I wrote a romance before now.
The shame. All right.
The shame. Yeah.
All right. Well, that makes sense. Well, some takeaways. You'll obviously meet new people who will end up kind of in your orbit for years, which is great for, I mean, on a business level, it's great that you have other people who recognize your name and will probably buy your book one day when it comes out, but also just having that little support system within a genre space, I think is important. And I think that's the one thing I've realized recently is that all the little genre communities kind of stick together.
Yeah.
And author groups are kind of formed by what genre you write in typically, right? Is that, you've seen the same?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I definitely don't have any friends who are pure romance writers because, like I said, that was a one and done for me. And so, yeah, I'm definitely more surrounded by the thriller and mystery category, although less mystery, more thriller, which makes me wonder how much of Bouchercon would you say was devoted to the mystery genre purely?
Like a pure mystery? Mystery and crime are kind of intertwined, aren't they? Absolutely. Most of them were that. I don't think there wasn't a lot of like YA sort of writers there, but there was like YA mystery. There were a lot of like writers of cozies. If you're familiar with cozies, I wasn't that familiar with cozies. Oh, I am now. It's not my thing. I need like a little blood and violence and cussing.
I know.
Right. Yes, you do. But I did buy a couple of cozies from some authors that I met who I thought were wonderful, and I figured I'd support them. So that would be rule number one. Just be open and making connections with other people and talking to other people, and you'll kind of see who you gel with the most on an author level and on a social level too. So that's rule number one. Rule number two, I would say find if there's an outdoor bar. It's very key. It has to be an outdoor bar if the venue has such a thing. So, you go to Thriller Fest or something. I don't think there was an outdoor bar when we went, right? There's
no. There was barely an indoor bar, but
yes,
I shouldn't be saying that.
It's there. There's a space.
Yeah.
But you find that outdoor bar.
There were some great people who worked there for sure.
At Thriller Fest, sure.
Well, no, at the bar. But yes, at Thriller Fest.
Yeah. I think it's the Midwest people and the East Coast people just flock to the outside because they don't get to go outside 12 months out of the year like we do. So that's a good spot. I would also recommend, as rule number 3, to wear your name tag everywhere. I know it's like only wear your name tag when you're in the venue, but when I went out, whether it's on the premises of the hotel or to a restaurant or something, I would kind of just leave my name tag on, not during dinner, but when you're walking out and about, because it makes you feel more important. And if you see somebody from the conference out and about, in public, they can at least recognize your name. It's good personal branding.
Very true. That is very true. Yes. And it's especially because it's really hard to just say, to recognize people based on their pictures or anything like that. Away from the conference, but not that far away, you're able to generate more opportunities for conversation. I think it definitely is better than not having your name tag on.
Anonymity.
Yes, exactly.
Unless you're a big author and you just want the autographs to just stop.
But also, how many authors can you recognize by face? Other
0.
than
Stephen King.
Yeah, Jinx, right?
That's about it.
That's about it.
I did read David Baldacci. Is it?
Yeah.
He was there, and I kind of recognize him just because.
Yeah, he's recognizable too. I would say Lee Child is recognizable because he's tall and thin. Even
if someone did happen to recognize them, I don't think that they're rushing up to although there were some fans there who were freaking out over some certain people. And I'm I don't even know who that person is because I don't really read this genre necessarily. We were there as a sponsor for Book Pipeline, and I was there just to, kind of meet new authors and stuff, but I don't really read the mystery genre too much. So I didn't know some of these names, and there were some pretty big fangirls and fanboys and fan people there. Anne Cleves was there as well, who's also recognizable just to round out the recognizable author.
That's making me think about some other authors that are super big, like Karen Slaughter and people like that. Would I know them if I saw them? I know I've met her before. Yeah. I can't think of what she looks like.
S.A. Cosby was there, and he's
recognized, and we met him at Thriller Fest. So
did I meet him at Thriller Fest? I think
you totally did. He was talking to KT. Remember?
Right. Oh, KT Wynn was there as well. Her book comes out in April. You should all buy it. That's KT Wynn, NGYUEN.
Yeah. No, NGUYEN.
No, NG. Listen, I'm from Southern California. I'm gonna look this up right now. Oh, it is. Jeez. Okay. Fine. Yeah. NGUYEN. Oh, yeah. That looks. It would have looked weird if I spelled it out.
Trust the person who's from that part of the world.
That's you're still several hundred miles from Vietnam.
Yeah, I know, but several hundred miles is better than thousands.
Okay, fine. Well, I live near Garden Grove. Does that count? There's a large Vietnamese population in Garden Grove. Oh boy. Edit. Anyway, so I guess I did. You're right. I did perhaps briefly meet S.A. Cosby. I'm sure he doesn't remember me at all, but he has such a presence that you can't miss him. I also met the author Matthew Quirk, who wrote The Night Agent, and he's right up your genre alley.
Is he my genre alley?
Yeah. Have you seen The Night Agent on Netflix?
No, I haven't.
Oh. Forget I mentioned him then. You should see it.
I will.
Yeah. Political thriller, that sort of thing. Okay. So rule number 4, I believe it's rule number 4. Okay. I would say, stay extra hydrated.
Yes.
Key point. Just the talking and the socializing alone will sap at your resources.
Yeah.
Yes. I would recommend half your body weight in water per day and to avoid too many carbs because you'll get brain fog and you'll be starving the whole time. That's my nutritional advice for the conference. And that is my last point. Actually, no, I have one bonus point. Want a bonus point?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do it. Look, we live in a world where, you judge a book by its cover, and it's a cliche, and it's true, right? When you go buy a book, you're kind of looking at the cover first. And if it's a lame cover, you're probably not going to pick it up. Authors don't skimp on the cover design. If your publisher comes back and has a really lame cover design, however it works, depending on the publisher, tell them that you don't like it and fight for it, or go out of pocket and pay for a graphic designer of your own and say, hey, here's an alternative. How's this? I don't know how it works with most publishers and who gets final say. Mm-hmm. I think obviously the publisher would, right?
Yes, but as the author, you are entitled to have the book cover that you want.
Right.
But it's tough though, because just because you're a good author and that makes you an artist in a way doesn't mean that you are a graphic artist or that you know what good graphic art is. Mm-hmm. I cringe at those books that come out and I'm just like, in movies and everything, like posters are so important, like so vital.
Get a good cover for $400 or $500,
Exactly. So authors, if you really want a good book cover, you're going to have to, pay some real money, because sometimes you don't even know what's good and you need to hire someone who does know what's good. And that costs for sure.
Side note too, what I did notice that's kind of encouraging is that all the authors that I talked to, at least I talked to, 50, 60 authors over the course of 4 days. They all were very like, I'm going to invest in my career. I'm going to invest in my, pursuit of being an author. And I would, talk to a lot of them. They said, yeah, I put aside money for a developmental editor and for this and for that. And if they self-published, they really kind of like budgeted for it, not just the money, but their time. And I still think most authors don't really want to do that because they've been trained to think that, I shouldn't spend a dime. Like everyone should be paying me to get my work out there. And how many authors do you know? I think you're going to say 100% of them, but how many authors do you know that had to pay out of pocket for their own marketing and promotion?
Well, those who wanted to
amongst debut authors.
Well, those who wanted to push their book, they did pay out of pocket for their even those who were with major publishers like Penguin, Random House, etc.
No, that's just how it has to be, right?
Yeah. It's interesting to hear that you're saying that most of the authors you talked to at Bouchercon were saying that that they're willing to invest, or that they are investing in their future, in their careers as writers. Because I don't feel like people were saying that so much maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I wonder if it has changed now, or if authors are just getting more wise to the fact that, if they want to see success, they have to actually not just earn it, but like work for it as well. And the whole like, okay, well, how can I expect someone else to put money into my own project if I'm not willing to put money into it? So yeah, I'm just wondering because like, I don't know what your experience has been talking with people like, the last 5 years or so, but I feel like it's changed
for the better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has. I think that there's still a huge swath of authors and screenwriters and stuff for that matter, who just kind of want everything to come to them without them investing, with them basically doing the absolute minimal amount of effort and not spending any of their money. And I'm not trying to sell any services, but like, some of our most important services that we have through Pipeline, through the workshops for book and for script, like getting your first acts of the script reviewed or getting your query letter reviewed for, for submissions. Those are the least requested services, or getting your pitch reviewed, which I think is the most important thing.
What are the most requested?
Full version of the script, or like, the manuscript package where we review the first 5,000 words, synopsis and query. But because they've already written the whole thing and they want the whole thing reviewed, and that's that. I would pay, if it's a reasonable price, and it is $75 or whatever, in the double digits, to get like an idea reviewed. Like, hey, what do you think of this idea? Give me thoughts on it. That's the most important stage, right? Mm-hmm. Especially with writing a book, I would think, because it's so time consuming. Yes. Yeah. And why do you want to drift down this road if it's not something that's going to really land anywhere, unless you write it so brilliantly that it's great. That's different. But some of the most important services, I just don't think writers are taking advantage of like they should be. That said, it is shifting. I think everyone's realizing that the market's so crowded with so much stuff. I just saw the stat and was reading an article on Esquire about how book blurbs and getting book blurbs are such a pain in the ass, which you may have experienced yourself. I don't know, but there's a stat in there that's kind of buried. It said there's about 500,000 to 1 million books traditionally published through traditional publishing a year in America.
Wow.
And that sounds about right. But then they added on another estimated 2 to 3 million for self-publishing.
Oh my God.
A lot.
That's insane.
It's almost like a fantasy number. Like I almost want to not believe it, but I don't know how to fact check that. Everything I fact check is the same.
Is that digitally published?
Yeah, the self-published stuff includes. Well, I guess it all includes.
Well, because it could be print as well. I mean,
it includes both. Yeah.
Okay.
But still, that's 3 million news stories. Yeah, 3 million news stories a year. It's almost impossible to like kind of make yourself stand out unless you're building these little individual communities, like I see at Bouchercon and other conferences now, where it's like you have your little genre community. You're going to get a few thousand sales from them, and then you write the next book, and then maybe one blows up and kind of gets on a bestseller list or something, or it's a Reese book club pick, or we mentioned it on our very popular podcast, and millions of copies are then sold.
Right.
So you kind of have to claw your way up. Anyway, that said, how's your book doing?
Which book? Oh,
which book?
I don't know. Sorry, I'm already on to the next project. I'm already like thinking about my next project. I'm going to apply for a National Endowment for the Humanities grant to write it, and all that stuff.
It's nonfiction, no?
Yeah. I don't know. I think what I'm going to do in a nutshell is like do like a comparative media then and now in Russia, and how like, movies and radio and film, all that stuff have changed from the communist era and become like this capitalist kind of enterprise.
Right. Timely.
Yeah.
I will be the first purchaser, as I was for the other one. So a couple plugs related to Bouchercon before we wrap.
Yes.
Well, number one, not really related to Bouchercon, but Book Pipeline winner, Kill for Love by Laura Picklesheimer came out this week. You should all go read it if you like stuff in the American Psycho female geared vein. It's very early 90s thriller neo-noir too.
Oh, I like that stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Wow,
that sounds cool.
That's a lukewarm response, but I'll take it.
No, it's like I have to visualize.
Yeah. I'll buy you a copy.
And it's okay. I'll buy myself a copy.
Okay, good. You talked me into it. It's great. I went to a book event last Thursday in Pasadena where she did a reading, and I was her conversation partner, and we had a really good back and forth. And not one good picture was taken of me, so I didn't post any pictures of myself on Instagram.
Matt.
But there are of her. And her lit agent flew out from New York, Nat Kimber from the Rights Factory, who was instrumental, of course, in
the
getting
Rights
this published.
Factory?
Yeah, they're based in Toronto, I believe.
Oh, Canadian.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Shell doesn't pay attention to Canadian bit. Well, they're global.
No, global is great. There are so many agencies. It is really hard to keep track of all of them. So I'm sure
there is. They've Matthew Goldberg's agent. Same.
It's the same one.
Different agents. They have different agents, but same company.
That's amazing.
Speaking of which, second announcement.
I was gonna say.
Were you gonna say?
Set
me up. Segue into it.
So I hear that there is big news on the publishing front. Hot new press called Fringe.
I've heard of it. I read an article in Esquire.
I believe it's from the very famous Matthew Goldberg and the even more famous Matt Misetich of Pipeline Media Group.
Well, sort of. We decided to co-partner with author Matthew Goldberg, writer of The Great Gimmelmans, now on bookshelves, and multiple other novels. His editor contact Chris Radigan, who's been around the thriller space for a long time, and Pipeline are co-launching a small press, Fringe press, coming in 2024. We're billing it for the film people listening to this. You will get this more than the author people. When I tried to pitch it at Bouchercon,
nobody understood. They're like, huh?
Well, I said it's kind of the A24 of publishing, and then when I explained to some of them like what movies A24 has released, they were like, "Oh, that's interesting, and that's pretty cool." So stuff that's out there, stuff that's quote unquote at the edge of storytelling,
right?
So that's what we were doing. Stuff the big five publishers would be like, "Ew." But it's still really good.
Stuff they would cringe at. That
cringe press.
Yes. No, it goes to Fringe. From cringe to Fringe.
Well, the stuff we really hate should go to a side project called Cringe Press.
It's the offshoot. It's fine.
Right. What a bad idea. So that's coming in 2024. You can follow us on Twitter or X, whichever your preference. It's a very Burma Myanmar situation.
It is not. It's on my phone still as Twitter. And until that birdie goes bye-bye, it's still Twitter. Yeah.
What a terrible rebranding. I'm not even going to touch upon it. Yeah. I have so many thoughts. They're all useless. So that's that.
Cool.
Go to Bouchercon 2024. It will be in Nashville. We will also be at Thriller Fest next year. I think you will be there as well.
Yes. We will go to Thriller Fest and we will conquer all the thrillers.
Yes. Fuck them thrillers. We'll conquer them all. I also plan on going to, I think, Left Coast Crime. I talked to the people there and they were quite lovely.
Wait, so which is the left coast?
Seattle.
Oh.
It's actually in Bellevue. But
so it's
Seattle.
Just West Coast.
Yeah. I don't think you'll be wanting to go there. Hey, maybe you will. Do you have the time and the money? I say go for it.
Maybe. We'll see.
I don't have the time or the money, but I might swing it anyway.
Well, if the Agents and Editors Conference happens, you should come here to Austin.
Yes, I am on top of that one. Gives me an excuse to go to Austin because I will not be going to AFF this year or anytime in the near future. I don't know.
And South by Southwest is so expensive. So
yeah, I would love to go to South by Southwest, but it is cost prohibitive, even for millionaires like you and I.
Even for millionaires like us. We'll never sell enough books to go to South by.
Books? No. Rob a liquor store.
I'm still waiting for your book, Matt, to read. You said I would be your beta reader.
Do you want to be a beta reader?
I do.
Okay.
I have no time, but I want to read your book. So
well, I'm not doing NaNoWriMo this year for a new book. I'll be editing the current one.
Sounds good.
I had to pitch it like 3 or 4 times at Bouchercon because people kind of forced it out of me and then asked me what it was about. I had to pitch it, and everyone said that, like, oh, it's actually really interesting. And I'm like, is it?
It's actually really interesting. That sounds like an insult. When anybody says, oh, that's actually really interesting, it's just revealing that what they really think of you.
No, but see, here's the twist though. I you know how I love downplaying stuff.
Yeah, I
set
know.
the bar extremely low so that way you can only get a compliment. Yeah, so I think my lead on most of the times when I pitch it is like, so I'm not gonna get like a lit agent out of it. I'm just gonna it's gonna end up like some small press because no one's gonna want to touch it. So here's the pitch, and then like there's nowhere to go but up. That's a pro tip for all the future authors out there.
See, that's why you need me around, because I would have been like, Matt, shut up. Can you just let me pitch your book?
Yeah. You'll be a good hype man. Good yin yang, good cop, bad cop.
All right, man.
All right. Hey, next episode, special mystery guest.
Ooh.
I know. Can't tell you. It's a mystery to you.
I think I know who it is.
Do you?
I think so.